Okay, so I'm at Verizon because, as you saw in my community chat, I had this lovely German girl come and help me switch over from AT&T to Verizon. And since I have Verizon Fios, it made a lot of sense. So here they go. Let's see what they got up in this store. Now this video I'm taking with 4K 120 frame per second. So this is kind of like a video test. They got a ring here. I don't know what that's about. Doesn't really excite me because, we got the watch and everything. But we got the Apple products already over here. So we got 16s. And then, of course, it's a 17. I was looking on the news and they were like, oh, yeah, people are trying to get the orange Cosmic phone, the iPhone 17 Cosmic. And the reason why most people are trying to buy this one is very simple. It's because unless you get that color, nobody else would even know you had a 17. So some people say, oh, that's the fun color. You should get the fun color. And then they got the Apple Watch 3 right there because it has longer battery life. Got these iPad Pros and everything. Yeah. I'm going to wait until Black Friday because I do plan on possibly getting one of those iPad minis or something. I'm going to wait until like Black Friday to do it because they'll knock the price down to like $200. But yeah, 120 frame per second video uses up a little bit more storage space. This is a 15. And then that's an iPad. So they got little stuff set up around here so you can feel out the product and everything. But yeah. So this is like the first video I'm actually making with this phone. So this is a Galaxy A whatever. Who cares? I got people jumping all over my channel. They're like, oh yeah, well, your iPhone sucks. I swear to God, they're mad. They're really upset that iPhone has 2 terabytes and that Android stuff don't. Like you can't even, it's not even an option right now. Not even an option. What are they? They got case covers and stuff. Yeah, this looks like the Quake 2 symbol or Quake 4. Yeah. So these are the people who buy their phones directly from the Verizon store. I prefer to go to the Apple store. So we got the iPhone 17 Pro Max here. Oh, you can't pick them up. See, Apple, they let you pull it all the way out so you can look at the shit. You can't even pull these things out. You can't like hold it. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, but that's the 120 frames per second. It probably looks smoother than the last video I made. Over there, you see there's a Whole Foods. I'm gonna go over there to Whole Foods. As you can see, like I parked right over there. I'm gonna go over to Whole Foods in a minute. And I probably gotta go to Walmart too. Oh, they got an Xbox. What's this doing here? Xbox here? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and then they got this PlayStation thing. Well, that is... I haven't actually played with one of those. It's pretty cool, man. It's kind of like the Switch. Oh, but it's one piece. You can't take the controllers off. It's like something Batman had. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll wait and see what the Xbox one looks like. All right, let's hurry. They're supposed to come over here and help me switch my account over. So, gotta wait for them to come. Okay, somebody got a bit of a wagon back here. Okay, so let's get into the car. Let's stop joking around, stop joshing around. You don't want to be looking at the wagons. You don't want to be looking at the wagons. Just drive over here to the Whole Foods. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. So we are all good. Got me set right up. So I got my new Verizon. So I got some discounts. I'm saving a bunch of money like before. My Fios and my cell phone cost me close to $300. So it looks like at this point I'm going to save about $80 in total. Keep going, brother. Okay. Let's hit up this Whole Foods right quick. So you can't go to the little Whole Foods. You got to go to the big Whole Foods. The big Whole Foods is the nice one. Got to go to the nice Whole Foods. Yeah, so basically with this new camera, it's basically like 120 frames a second, so it should be a bit smoother. And you know, I don't know how much better the video quality will look. Because it was funny that Android, that the Galaxy S25, they say that it's got like 8K video, but the problem is it doesn't look that great. So it's like, yeah, you can have 8K video, it doesn't look that good. Like, it's jittery. And you can do the test yourself. But the thing about it is, it's not as stable. It's very jittery. My uncle has one because he swears by freaking Samsung for some reason. He swears by Samsung. I don't know why, but for the most part, I was playing with his phone, and I was comparing video quality back and forth, and even he was like, "Yeah, that iPhone definitely." And what was it? The iPhone camera is better at low light. So usually, in order to make these cameras better at low light conditions, what they do is they just make the sensor bigger so that it lets more light in. So yeah. Okay, let's run into this Whole Foods. Let's go get, just gotta get a couple of things, not much. Let's go get in there. Walking around like we doing some serious shopping. We got the Apple Faux. And, you know, this is big business over here. Let's get in here real quick. Yeah, so get my greens, salad and greens and everything. I got to go to the other side of the place. I got to get the, there's a couple of things I got to get from the other side. But yeah, I got candy. Yeah. I'm gonna make this quick, but as you can see, it's nice and smooth. It's already like 4K. You really can't go beyond 4K if your computer and YouTube don't allow it. So it really kind of doesn't matter that much. I need any milk? I could. You know what? I could. I'll get that from Walmart. I gotta go by Walmart. Get a couple of things and I'm getting out of here. Yeah, so I just got a couple of groceries and now we're going to get up out of here. I don't know, they have self-service? No, it does not look like they have a self-checkout. No big deal. But as you see, you know, in the video, you can see the if there's changes in how the video is and how smooth it is, you can pretty much see it. I don't know how bad YouTube post-processing does to the image, but for the most part, it's like, so far from what I can see in the picture, it looks okay to me, but you be the judge. Here you go, I'm at Walmart, waiting online right here. I'm just gonna get some salad fixings, some milk and stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, very nice, crystal clear, nice and smooth. Very nice. All right.
Somebody just crashed into somebody's car. And then just I got a dash camera. No.
Hey, so I'm at the charging station right here. You see this guy right here? He's got a lyric sitting on his 22s right here. That's Grandpa right there, Grandpa. Everybody got to talk to Grandpa. He's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to charge at the charging station. Turn those heated seats off. Don't really need it right now. Nobody's here at the Target. It is not even 5:30. Morning. How you doing? What color is that, green or blue? Green. Oh, yeah, okay. I like yours. Oh, well, you got yours full. Nice. It's got the big wheels. Most of the people don't get the big wheels. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's just wait for the blue light to turn green and we're good. So basically, with the dash camera, I'm gonna mount it right about in this area, right about here. But the thing about it is I have to be careful not to block this camera right here or this camera right here. So one of the cameras recognizes people and the other camera is there for the Super Cruise. So I'll probably mount it right about there just to show you how the dash camera mounts. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plug the camera in. Now, the cable that it comes with is designed to be plugged into your car's OBDS port. However, what I'm going to do, just to show you how it works, I'm going to use a USB-C cable. And once it is plugged in, the micro SD card is already in the device. And basically, it enters its pairing mode once it's turned on.
The camera is now ready to begin pairing.
So as you can see, the device actually speaks. So at this point, you can mount it into the windshield, and it comes with a mounting base, as I show you, and it also comes with a sticker tape, a 3M sticker tape. This part right here is able to move slightly to allow it to be re-angled, as you can see, and it's pretty stiff. So once it's mounted, it will stay pretty much where it is. It will not move. But for the most part, this one does.
The camera is now ready to begin pairing.
Yes, it does not have its own LCD display on it. But what it does have is it has indicator lights, as you can see. And once it's paired, that's when I'll show you exactly how it looks when it's connected to your phone. So I'll have to review the video showing you what it looks like when it's connected to the phone. In order to activate the camera and in order to use the camera, you're going to need to go to your app store, either your Android app store or your Apple app store, and you need to download U-Box Pro. So U-Box Pro, as you can see, it has about 50 positive stars. So I will push get. The app is currently being downloaded. While it's being downloaded, let's just take a look at the pictures. So the first thing I'll need to do is show the region that I'm in. Then I need to say what my email is, what my login password is, and then I will be able to connect directly to the camera. And as you can see, the system basically works through the internet, over the internet, and the device list will come up. And as you can see, you can switch what side you're looking at, find nearby devices. That's the camera. And then they also have a customer service app built in. So it says you have parking and surveillance. When the vehicle is parked with the engine off, that's what the OBS port is for, because that allows the vehicle to tell the device that it's off. When the camera is parked with the engine off, the device works in power saving mode and works with the 4G network. This app can wake up and living view the surrounding situation anytime. So that means that you can basically telepresence yourself into the car. So if you're a person with one of these Dodge Chargers or Dodge anything like a Dodge Durango, chances are you might want to be able to instantly peek into your car to see what's going on. So you could be at your office, you could be in the bed sleep, and you just want to pick up your phone. Let's say you're in an apartment building and you want to get up, and you don't want to have to get up and you don't want to have to go out there. Well, this allows you to see what's going on just by peeking into the camera. So you don't, like, there's a million reasons why you would want to have a camera like this. One might be, for whatever reason, you might be far away and you want to see what's going on in your car. And that's the point. So it says driving recording. While the vehicle's in motion, it can continuously record road situations, traffic signs, as well as the movements of other vehicles and pedestrians. Such recordings are helpful for clarifying liability in the event that you have an accident. So if one of these bastards tries to back up into you and tries to pretend like you're the one who did it, you got him. on tape, and there's nothing they can do about it. They lose in court. That's one thing I learned from the people's court. If you got receipts, you win. Working principle, sensor triggering. So if the car gets hit, so a lot of people like the fact that with these Teslas, if somebody does something to the car, like if somebody hits the car, it starts recording.
Is now ready to begin pairing.
So it has Sentry mode to allow you to basically record whether or not something happens to the car. So if there's an accident, it triggers an event. The camera is automatically taking photos and it's automatically taking video just in case there was nothing happening. It saves itself. But as soon as there's an event triggered, the gravitational sensor or the G-force monitor is automatically going to come on. And it's automatically going to take pictures, automatically going to take video. And then it says loop recording. So basically, if nothing happens, you have to save space on your SD card. If nothing happens, it'll record and then it'll record over itself. If something does happen, that's the part of the video that you're going to take and that you're going to use in order to railroad these bastards in court. The device, once it is turned on, once you get past registration, the device is waiting to find out whether you're going to use the camera to surveil the inside of your home or whether you're going to use it for your car. So we're going to do car Sentry surveillance. You can change the name of where you're going to put it. So if you want to put it in your bathroom or something, you could change it to that.
The camera is now ready
So
to begin
what
pairing.
we're going to do is now we're going to hit next.
Device is connected. Please wait.
The equipment has been added successfully.
Okay, so pretty much this thing is painful to activate. It activates pretty much easily itself. Device installed successfully.
Pay attention to this red BMW SUV. After a while, a black Jeep enters the main road without signaling and without checking, then gets rear-ended by the red SUV. The black Jeep hit and run. Unfortunate for the people in the red SUV.
So then you push on and it's bringing you, it shows you a little bit about it gives you a little bit of a tour. Click to view and set device locations. That's your location. The device list is the list of which, because you can add more of these to the app. So you can have a device list. So maybe you got one in your baby's room. Maybe you got one in the bathroom. Maybe you got one in the basement. Maybe you got one in the car. So you can add as many devices you want. Click to add device. Okay, click to add device. And it says you can scan and you have device sorting. Let's see. Car Sentry surveillance activity detected. That's because it's sitting in my lap. Just about all the information you need to win in court is here. So I'm just going to walk you through it real quick. So first of all, the coordinates are displayed clearly at the top of the pictures. The coordinates tell you exactly where the vehicle was, geo-position. So just in case there was ever doubts about your whereabouts, it's there. Not only that, it also tells you what direction the vehicle or the camera in the vehicle is facing. On top of that, it shows how many people are viewing, and that can be symbolized by there's like a little eyeball picture in the top right, and that shows you that one person is viewing it, which is obviously me. And it also shows you small bits of information that you would need to know just in case the judge asked you anything very, very, very specific. If the car is hit, it acts as it's an event and it records it as an event. So this thing will typically not do anything unless it senses that something is wrong. So that's really important. So it also shows you pieces of information like the date and the time. So the court knows exactly what time something happened and exactly what day it happened. So this right here is bulletproof, irrefutable evidence, especially if somebody were to hit your car or to key your car. So it records forward facing and it records back facing. So you have dual cameras simultaneously. If there's any noise in the vehicle, it can record that too because it does have a microphone. So long story short, if you need to protect your investment, if you need to protect your car, if you need to protect whatever it is that you feel that you want to use this camera for, that's the reason why you would get this. So, you know, I especially believe if you got one of these Dodge Chargers or you got a Dodge Challenger or you got anything made by Chrysler, Jeep, Mopar right now, people are stealing these cars left and right. because of parts. The parts are very expensive. Sometimes they'll steal the parts without stealing the car. You need to be able to know if somebody messes with your car, because the last thing you want to do is wake up, your engine's gone, your brakes, your calipers are gone. Those things are $10,000 a piece. That's the last thing you need, and it's a device like this that'll help you protect your investment. All right, so basically just about everybody wants to lock us into a subscription. So the way it works is this. If you need cloud storage will trigger events for 360 days for $35.99. 30 days is $1. So they're basically, for every single event that gets triggered, they're charging you $1 per month. Now, for event triggers over 180 days, as you can see, it's $17.99. Now, they're telling you up front that if you buy these plans, you're going to save $3 US dollars, because obviously this will work wherever you are. So if you just happen to be in US, this is tailor cut to tell you about the currency that we use here. As far as 4G data plans, because, data is expensive, this is what they're charging. It's 12 months for $170. That was marked down from $238. As you can see, 6 months is $100 basically. 1 month is basically $20. I'm rounding up from the 10 cents. And 24 months is $299. Now, these are the single purchase 4G data plans. If you go to the subscription is 12 months for $160. It is 6 months for $95, and it is 1 month for $18. So those are the plans. That's what they're offering. So again, if you happen to be worried about your car and you're afraid of where you park your car, you're afraid something might happen to it, you're afraid that you might get into an accident. If you're an Uber driver, you need to do recording. You may be able to write this off as an equipment expense on your taxes. Hopefully you don't do your own taxes. Hopefully you have a CPA and you have a good one like me. And they may be able to get you a discount on this, and you may be able to completely write this off as a business expense. It may not make sense as a personal expense, but if you file 1099, you'd be able to write this off as a business expense, definitely. Or you'd be able to write off a significant portion of this. So basically, those are the plans, and that's what's expected. So if you have any questions, comments, or criticisms about this, feel free to ask me in the URL section.
And then if you got in a wreck, can't you just say, Siri, call 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK? Absolutely. Yeah, so everybody listen to us. Put it in your phone right now.
To be continued.
So I'm out here on my way to the Apple store, but I'm also going to go by Community Drive to see if, they probably have the cars out today. So I'm video recording on my iPhone 17 Pro Max. That guy with that white Tesla, that guy was speeding in that Model 3. So I don't know why he was driving so fast. I don't see the point. See this guy? Crossing all these lanes of traffic? Look at this guy. This guy's a menace to society right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What are you doing, bro? All right, I'm going to follow this guy. I want to see what he's doing. Let's see. I think he's cutting up out here. And if I'm not mistaken, Wait, yeah, I'd have to see the front, but I think that's the old one. I'm not sure. This guy is up there cutting up. But I don't know if that's a performance model. This guy. He's in a rush wherever he's going. Close up the windows, get some quieter in here. So, long story short, I had wrestled with the idea of whether or not I was going to give my parents my iPhone 1 terabyte. And I really thought about it, and I was like, you know what? It kind of really doesn't make sense for me to give it to them, for the very simple reason that the technology has changed so much in these things that it really would make more sense that I buy them for Christmas an iPhone 17 Pro. And the reason why I say that is because, wow, look at, man, that guy's moving. But anyway, the reason why I say, he's got to follow. He's got this piece of garbage Acura trying to follow him. And here I am trapped between these two people. I want to see what they're cutting up. But anyway, yeah, I think it makes more sense for me to give them an iPhone 17. The 15, 16, and 17 all have USB-C instead of Lightning. Having USB-C, for the most part, simplifies charging, and it simplifies syncing with the computer for the most part. I think they don't even give out really cables anymore. Now, my phone came with a USB cable, but they're stopping giving out cables because, as far as they're concerned, you probably already have one. And they justify it by saying it's environmentally conscious to get rid of the cables. And I'm not really going to argue that, because I have so many cables laying around at this point, and they're just laying there. And most of them, the cable technology gets old too. If you don't have the Apple branded cable, you don't get the full high-speed USB charging. And I understand why they do that. It's like they want to control the voltage allotments, because they don't want you buying cheap cables that end up damaging the device or setting fires or something. So I totally understand their reasoning for that. Some people might not, agree with that or whatever, but hey, you could just go buy a Samsung, one of them phones nobody cares about. So long story short, I had thought about whether or not to give, I probably would have upgraded my mom and given her the 1 terabyte. But if Apple is willing to give me $400 as a trade-in for that phone was $1,700. And if they're willing to give me $400 for it, Verizon said $350. And $400, I think it's pretty fair, because the thing is like 3 years old. And I'd like to get the max trade-in value. I would feel better if I could get $500 for it. But, I probably can't at this point, because it's old. Then again, the technology itself is so old at this point that everything's basically moved on. We've got USB-C charging, you got USB-C fast charging. The cameras are better than ever. It's to the point where it doesn't even matter talking about the camera anymore. The CPUs and the RAM that they put in the phones now, once you get to the 16, you have a lot of more RAM. Like my 17 has even more RAM than that. It's like 12 gigabytes worth of RAM. So the way I'm thinking about it, I would rather them upgrade to the iPhone 17 or even the 18 than to get a 16, 15, or 14, because the technology is just so much better in the 17. Just in case you're wondering, I don't have to drive my car. It drives itself, because maybe you're new here, because I got like new subscribers and stuff. So this is a Cadillac Lyric, and it has self-driving and everything. So I can do this with my hands and everything, and you don't see my hands because I don't have to drive. The car's driving itself. I love this technology shit. I love it. So anyway, the technology has moved on so quickly, and everything is like so much more advanced, that I would rather them just have iPhone 17. So my father what I would do is I'd take him to the store and trade his phone in, and he's probably not going to get that much for it because I think his phone at this point is it's a 10S Max. I'd be surprised if he even gets $50 for it. I mean, whatever they would give, I would take it because that phone, I had to repair the screen on it, and I'm pretty sure his battery is weak at this point. So if I talk to him and he says, yeah, I don't like this phone no more, I want to get a new phone, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll take you to the iPhone store and I'll get you the iPhone 17. Now with my mom seems to be doing fine on her phone, but she does need a new computer. So I'm going to look into that as far as a Christmas gift, because I was thinking about whether or not to get her an Apple Watch or a computer. Now, if we're lucky, we can get her both, because the sales might be low enough where you say, okay, fine, whatever, I'll just get her both. But my father, he is computer illiterate. So he doesn't really use anything but his iPad that I got him. And he doesn't use anything but the iPhone and the iPad. He's pretty much computer illiterate. He's an old man. He's retired. He ain't got nothing that he got to do. So I would probably consider that for him. But for me to give him my 1 terabyte, or for me to give my mom my 1 terabyte, it doesn't make sense, because that phone, I complained it was suffering from a 70% battery health because I had it for 3 years. So it did pretty well. I have to say, that iPhone 14 was a damn good product. The battery was at 70% health. The screen never died on me. My 10S Max, the screen actually died. I had to get a replacement during COVID. And on top of that, I took that phone with me to Bali. I took that phone to Maldives. I took that phone to Singapore. I swam with it. Whoa, this guy. Yeah. Oh, you can stay in that lane. You ain't got to get over. But anyway, I took that phone with me on vacation to Southeast Asia. I swam with it. I was in the beach with it. That phone performed pretty well. And I never had to service it. Personally, I don't see the point in getting Apple Care. Now, if you're one of these parents and you're using an iPad to babysit your kids, and there's the possibility your kids could break the iPad, Apple Care probably makes sense for you. I slap a cover case around my iPhone and I keep it in my pocket, nothing special. And I don't have any scratches. The phone is perfect. I mean, it's in perfect condition. So Apple Care, I never get Apple Care because to me it just doesn't make sense. It's like, why should I pay you more for something that I'm pretty much guaranteed not to use? The only time I ever broke an iPhone, I had an iPhone 7 and I dropped it and the screen shattered. And it was weird because I didn't even drop it from standing height. I dropped it while I was in college at the time, or university, grad school class. And I'm sitting there and the phone's in my lap, and I forgot it was in my lap, and then I tipped it out of my lap, and the thing fell right, hit its face, and it shattered, right? And it was at sitting distance. It wasn't even at standing distance. I didn't have Apple Care, so I just paid for the screen to be replaced, and if I'm not mistaken, they didn't replace the screen, they gave me a refurb. Look at this guy. This guy's got the CTS. Oh, shit. This guy's got the CTSV. He might be going the same place I'm going. He might be going there, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what kind of license plate that is. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so basically I only dropped and broke one iPhone. The iPhone 6 Plus that I had, that was before they had waterproofing. I took that phone with me to Seychelles. I had a lot of pictures, I had a lot of video on that phone. Beach water splashed on that shit, and it shorted that goddamn phone out immediately. Like, the phone, it didn't even have a chance. But meanwhile, later on, now the new phones are beach water proof for the most part. As long as you don't, like, submerge them too deep, or as long as they don't stay in there very long, they absolutely are fine getting submerged in beach water for a short period of time. So my iPhone 14 didn't have any problem with it, even though when I was in Maldives, beach water did get into it, but it never shorted out, and I never had a problem with it. So I was absolutely amazed by that. So my thing is, I don't buy Apple Care, and I'm not getting pieces of it replaced, because to me that doesn't make sense. Look at this guy. That's a nice car. I think it's nice. And it's old. That's an old model, but that thing is nice though. Cadillac, they kicking ass right now. They making some shit. They making some serious shit. They got Escalades do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. These things weigh like 9,000 pounds. That shit is crazy. Cadillac's kicking ass. Mercedes had to say, oh, well, these EQ products aren't selling. Yeah, well, part of it is because your fucking insurance is so goddamn high on the cars. And then on top of that, things overpriced. It's like, I ain't paying you $130,000 for an electric car. What's the point of that? What, I'm trying to save money on gas? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we Cadillac people, we kicking ass. Look, we got Lucid over here. Me personally, I can't put my money into Lucid because I don't know where that company is going to be 5 years from now. I really don't know. See, Cadillac has been around for a long time. I'm not worried about Cadillac, but Lucid, I just don't know. I just don't know. Maybe they'll be here, maybe they won't. But I like the cars. And by the way, that Lucid Sapphire just got beat. The Chinese U9 just did another record break at 308 miles per hour. 308 miles per hour. Now, I was posting that it was doing 300 miles per hour because during the last record break session, it did it basically did like 296 at that point. Now, they beat that record, what was it, like a month later? Not even a month later? They're doing 308 fucking miles per hour in an electric car. That shit is crazy. And the car costs less than $300,000. If you had a Bugatti, you would have to spend like $5 million or $4 million to get a Bugatti Super Sport 300 mile per hour capable Bugatti. They got fucking electric cars that are doing 308 miles per hour. Now that is crazy. I need that. And the crazy thing about EVs is that Tesla is going to have to answer to that car. So they're going to have to say, you know what? Oh, you got a 300 mile per hour car? Well, guess what? We're going to have a 300 mile per hour car too. And they're going to have to do it, and they're going to have to make the Tesla Model S Plaid capable of 300 miles an hour, at least. And then there's Lucid. Lucid got the Sapphire. The Sapphire could beat the Bugatti because it's like it was the fastest electric car, but now they're gonna have to make a 300 mile per hour Lucid. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk about. Like you have to keep on pushing the record higher and higher and higher. But that is great. Look at that. If I had that Chinese U9, I could smoke this little ass Porsche. I could smoke this little ass Ferrari, this slow Ferrari. I could smoke them both if I had that Chinese electric car. That shit is crazy. The U9 can do 308 miles per hour. Meanwhile, these slow Ferraris and these slow Porsches, super slow. They might as well have SS written on the Porsche. It might as well say super slow. What are you trying to accelerate? I got an electric car. I'll eat you up, boy. I'll eat you both up with the electric cars. I'll eat you up. And the first thing they want to say, because they always complain, oh, well, I don't want to drive in a microwave. And I'll be like, yeah, but my car will smoke your car and you lose the race, period. Oh, but I don't want to drive a microwave. I want a car that is highly inefficient and highly unreliable so that this way I can spend all of my money going and getting the transmission fixed. And I want to spend all of my money having to go and get oil changes that are $3,000 oil changes. And I want to have my engine tuned up, and I want it to cost thousands of dollars to have my engine tuned up. And then when you start thinking about it, like, wait a minute, that doesn't even make sense. Why don't I just get an electric car and my electric car will smoke everything else, and then I don't have to worry about all that shit? No, but I don't want to drive a microwave, because if I have a microwave car, then its driving is so boring and I have to go to sleep because it is so boring. And I'm like, you're stupid. But whatever, to each his own. To each his own, you know? Even if you're stupid, we're not obeying stop signs? Okay, no problem. If you don't want to look for the stop sign, I won't either. you know. But that's what I'm talking about. If I had that Chinese U9, I'd smoke. I'd come here. I'd come here challenging everybody. I'd be like, hey, listen. Got the Ferrari. Was that the Testarossa over there? I always like that one. That's the one from Al Pacino's movie Scent of a Woman. But that one, I don't think that's a convertible. It might be, but I'd have to get closer to it to see it. Al Pacino's up there driving blind and shit. That was pretty cool. Oh, fuck. We all out here. Oh, shit. We deep. We 50 deep out here. Look at those shit. I ain't going that way. Yeah, I don't put my car into these things. I don't put any of my cars into this shit. It's like, in fact, I'm gonna park over here. I'm gonna park away from everybody. These people be doing burnouts and shit and crashing into people and shit. You get fucking hit. It's like, nah, I don't want my car over there. Nope. Some people accuse me of having an antisocial personality disorder. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Disobeying the fucking lines and shit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I put my car all the way over here. Somebody accused me, they say, oh yeah, you got, what is it? Anti-personality disorder or some shit. And I was like, you know what? You just might be right. And I'm pretty sure they probably make some kind of medicine for that because they want to take as much of your money as possible and hook you on drugs. But for the most part, it's like, I don't need that. But yeah, so we're going to get out. We're going to test out this Apple phone. We're going to test out the Apple phone. Maybe get to go to Starbucks, get some coffee. I had some coffee this morning, so, it's kind of still wearing off. But, test out my Apple phone. So yeah, man, we deep out here. We deep up in this beer. The Apple phone. Yeah, so what was I saying? As soon as I'm finished here, I'm going to go over to the Apple store, which is down the block, and take my old iPhone in there, and I'm going to see what they're promising to give me as far as the trade-in value. At this point, I really don't care. I'll take pretty much anything. But again, it's like for the people who are buying these phones used, I really kind of don't see the point in buying anything less than a 17 at this point. You might as well just buy the 17. Okay, we got, this Ferrari right here. I know a dude works with me who has this Ferrari type right here. Yeah, it's like the show. It's like it's growing now. It's like we get more people every week. It's like a takeover. I wonder where the cops are hiding. So last week, went to the Lamborghini Long Island and showed you the Temerario. If you look at my video from last week, I can't remember what day that was, but the Temerario had just, they got their Temerarios, they were showing them off. The Temerario is like a V8. It's like, no thank you. I should take a picture and tell everybody else. I don't see anything necessarily exciting just yet. Look at this Dodge. It's Montana. Uh-oh. Got the Cadillac right here. The new one. I love the some Mad Max shit right here. Show this picture to my cousin. So yeah, again, this is iPhone 17 Pro Max, 2 terabyte, 4K at 120 frames per second. See, normally when I would do 4K with the last couple of phones, it was 4K 60 frames per second. But now, with 4K 120, it uses a little bit more storage space. But I've got 2 whole terabytes. So it's like, I'm good. I am good. Look at this. Look at this. These are the people who be in traffic cutting up. And next thing you know, you hear about them on the news. Oh, we got a blue Lambo over there. Gotta get over there. Look at the Hellcat. Hellkitty. I wonder if I'll see that guy from last week who had the blue Corvette. Yeah, honestly, see, it's funny. Somebody, they accuse me of saying, "Oh yeah, well, you were anti-personal." Listen, first of all, the way these cops are cracking down on car clubs and shit, it's like I'm not even trying to hang out with nobody. I'm just not. Okay, we got the Lambos here at the end. Look at this. Okay, and I know this car we know by now. This car is Have Mercy, I believe. Yeah, I just got the license. This guy is, and we saw that white Lambo. Yeah, see, this guy I know by now. He comes every week. That's Have Mercy. And then we've got this white Ventador. This one is probably my favorite. This guy came last week. You know who I want to see? I want to see that guy from last week with the orange SVJ. That guy was super cool. Okay, they're trying to get... Ooh, look at that paint. I hope that paint comes out nice with the iPhone 17. Now, and by the way, you remember what I was saying? Because the Temerario is a freaking V8, you basically... because the Temerario is a V8, you definitely, if you were planning to buy a Lamborghini, you should buy a Huracan instead. You should, and believe me, I never really liked the Huracan, but now that the Temerario is a freaking V8, now I like the Huracan because it's just, way more powerful. So I don't care what the paperwork says. I'd rather have a V10 over a V8. I don't care what the papers say. I don't care what it says on paper. Yeah, we got a meat out here. God damn, this is not like the old days where I go to those dollar menu meats. We got a real meat out here. Got the Hellcat over there. See, this is so sad. Dodge has basically abandoned us. Dodge has basically shit the bed. Dodge is dead. I've been saying this. They got this stupid, ugly new Charger EV. They're trying to get a gas engine version of it out. And the problem is Dodge is dead. What are you doing? Fucking pirouettes in the fuck are you doing? So anyway, poor Dodge is dead. So now, there was a time when we had the SRT cars and we ruled the car meets. We show up at the SRT groups and we ruled the parking lots. And I say we because, I still got my SRT Jeep. There was a time when SRT ruled the earth. That time is over. And it's fucked up because Dodge gave up on us. So what I've been saying, the future of cars, it's either going to be boring or it's going to be hopelessly unaffordable. So if you're the type of person who wants something that is special, you could pretty much forget it unless you could pay a lot of money for it. So boring or hopelessly unaffordable. So and by the way, you're new to this channel. When I bought my red Hellcat, what was that? We got the Lambo, another Lambo here. When I bought my red Hellcat, nobody even knew what that car was. because nobody had really paid any attention to it. The rappers hadn't started rapping about it. Nobody knew anything about that car. When I got that car, I didn't even know much about it. And what was crazy was when I got it, it was snowing and we had bad weather, so I didn't even really get to let that son of a bitch out. But when I did finally put my foot on that shit and it would stop raining and stop snowing, and I really got to feel that car, I was like, what the fuck? This is an amazing motherfucking car. And it was so crazy. But then, you know what happened? Then everybody else started getting them. Everybody was getting them used. And as soon as people started getting them used, I was like, you know what? I gotta get rid of this goddamn thing. Look at that. That's a MC20 right there. See, my problem is when I get something, I don't want nobody else to have it. But as soon as everybody else start getting it, I just get rid of it. So it's like right now I got this Cadillac Lyric. When I got my Lyric, a lot of people, nobody had that car. Like nobody knew what it was. People were looking at it, they're like, hey, they're asking me, I'd be in the traffic. Hey, what kind of car is that? I'm like, yeah, it's a Cadillac. This is a Cadillac? Does that use gas? No, it doesn't. It's electric. So the thing about it is when I get stuff, I want my stuff to, like, nobody else got what I got. And the thing about it is, when I had that Hellcat, yeah, it was cool. But when I saw other people showing up with it, I saw dudes wrapping their cars to look like mine. And I was like, wait a minute. Why would you buy that same color? Why would you wrap that color? All of a sudden, I was like, oh, okay, fine. You want that? That's cool. I'm getting out of this shit. I'm getting out. Uh-oh. This is the Revuelto. I've said before, I'm a little disappointed in the Revuelto. I prefer that Aventador SV, right? But last week, I showed you a picture of the SVJ, and the inside of this guy, Alvin, his SVJ. Yo, that SVJ in orange, that was absolutely amazing. That was an amazing piece of machinery. Look at this. That was amazing. Future of cars. It's either going to be hopelessly unaffordable or extremely boring. So you basically take your pick. This is a nice looking Huracan right here. This is a nice looking Huracan. An LP 840 or 640? 640. Yeah, this is 640. This is nice. It's a nice looking Huracan. And then you got the Gallardo over here. Gallardo has a nice class. I think, honestly, the Gallardo and that Murcielago over there, that era of Lamborghini, that may have been like the last, that may have been their last real Lamborghini. It was like now there's no more manuals. Everything is highly computerized, super highly computerized. So it's like Lambos are basically extremely expensive Audis now. I think he's going to do a pull. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. Hopefully there's no cops out here. He's gonna do a pull, I think. I should get next to the tree. I really prefer the Aventador SV over the Revuelto. I really do.
How long it is.
That's what she said. She said, look how long it is. we got Charger Hellcat getting ready to leave. Everybody want to see the Hellcat leave. Of course you want to see the Hellcat. See, Dodge was on top of the world in 2016, 2017. Right, I'll say Dodge had this shit shut down from about 2017 onwards to about 2023. Dodge had this shit shut the fuck down. And now Dodge has like abandoned us. It's like now Dodge is dead. They're just dead. There was a time when Dodge ruled the earth, and that time is over. I think I'm sorry, I think the Hellcat was the last hurrah. There's no way they're gonna beat that, not with modern day European standards and American. What is it? The Dodge Durango has been banned in like 15 states due to CARB laws. They've literally started banning some of these cars. So the future of these cars is hybrid or EV. And the reality is nobody wants a hybrid. That's the reality. Nobody wants a hybrid. It's like if you needed a hybrid, then that means you can't afford it. Yeah, there was a time when Dodge ruled the earth. There was a time. That sounded pretty good. I hope you can appreciate the 120 frame per second crisp and clear video that I'm bringing you. Oh, cop's coming. Look at this guy. He's just... Well, officer, we're just standing here next to the bus stop. We're just, we're just standing here. Yeah, we're, definitely not committing any crimes or anything. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like you can't even go to a car show without the cops there. I don't like putting my car next to everybody else's car. I don't even want to be in pictures with them. I avoid putting myself on fucking photos. I don't want nobody getting my images and nothing. I don't want nothing. I'm sorry. You can call it antisocial if you want. I call it smart. You call it whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. The cops are running by, scanning people's license plates, taking photos of people, and next thing you know, they got a wall in the police station where they pin you to the wall, and they be like, yeah, this right here is Racer X, and he's related to this guy over here, and this guy over here is Racer Y, and we're gonna shut them all down. It's like, hey, nah, man, you ain't doing that Soprano shit to me. There was a time when Dodge ruled the world, and now it is all over. The future of cars is either hopelessly expensive or ridiculously boring. Take your pick. Some people be like, oh, well, I'm going to choose hopelessly expensive. I'll be like, oh, okay, fine. You got $500,000 for a Revolta? Huh? You got $4 million for a Bugatti? What's it going to be? Look at this guy. He ain't doing nothing. That guy ain't doing nothing. Come on. Ooh, look at that guy. That guy's racing. Is he racing tonight? Look at that guy. That's why, all of a sudden, everybody's quiet and shit. All of a sudden, them engine revs, they cut them engine revs down, didn't they? Uh-oh, I just heard somebody just took off. Look at that. Cop is following you and shit. God damn. How you gonna rev your engine and the cop is right there? Do you realize that they can literally pull you over and give you a ticket for revving your engine? It's called exhibition of speed. We actually have fucking laws for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look at this. Man, that's crazy. I like that white S Vito. I like that. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's just a blue scat pack, so that ain't nothing worth looking at. Oh, this is a nice picture. Have mercy. This is still probably my favorite. I like this. Okay, let's move on. Love the t-shirt, Umbrella Corp. I should get one of those. Hey, CTSV. Min 12 Purple Heart recipient. Okay. And then I'll tell you another thing. You know what else is hurting car culture? YouTube and its rules. YouTube's rules are killing this shit. Basically, you're not allowed to even post, what are those things? Takeovers? You're not allowed to post them. Now, this is not qualified as a takeover. This is qualified as just a car meet or car show. But YouTube, when it comes to these street takeovers, YouTube demonetizes the videos. So that means that if you were a YouTuber and you're thinking that you're going to, let's see how about my zoom. Now I'm going to use the top button for the zoom. And it looks like I can go, what is that, 3X? So I got 3X zoom there. But what was I saying? YouTube demonetizes videos for street takeovers now. So basically, they're taking away the entire reason for you to even post the videos if they're going to demonetize the videos. So again, the rules are just ruining everything for everybody. You know, because there's a lot of people who actually bought cars specifically so that they could use them to show off on YouTube. And this is one of the other things that sometimes if, oh shit, they're right here. God damn, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Running license plates, searching for violations. But you ain't getting me, officer, because my car is clean. Look at this guy. And there's a couple of them because they know that we meet here every Sunday. So some Sundays I don't even come. Because they got their cameras rolling. They got face recognition technology and shit. They got license plate recognition technology, and they're looking for everything. If you don't have a front plate, they can ticket you for that. If you got tinted windows, they can get you for that. If you've got any modifications that are illegal, they can get you for that. Like what is this? The street racing prevention unit? These guys aren't playing, boy. They're not playing. Street Racing Prevention Unit.
The outside is pretty clean, right? Yeah. Okay, pressed it with the hose.
Yeah, so my thing is, oh, yeah, you see this guy, he's hunting us. He's stalking us. Look at this guy. He's stalking us. This guy is stalking us. And you know what he's probably doing? He's probably telling them that they're not allowed to park there and that, because that's like a fire zone up there. So he's probably telling them you're not allowed to park there. But they're running plates, stalking us, you see? That's Street Racing Prevention Unit. What is this? We got the 6.3 SRT, no front plate. You see? Officers are coming, looking for front plates, looking for tinted windows. They're not playing, boy. They're not playing. I keep saying it. I keep saying it, man. It's dirty out here, boy. Some of these cars have illegal exhausts. Cops can get you for that shit. They can absolutely get you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. If you try to run, you get a bullet in the back. They're not playing. They are not playing. And my image stabilization is fantastic thanks to the iPhone 17's technology.
Over here. Just dried up little.
I got, you know, these Dodge cars, I tell you, when these things continue to depreciate, these are going to be really problematic first cars for kids at school because, you know, imagine your first car is a fucking Hellcat. Could you imagine that shit? My first car was a Chrysler 300. And my second car, well, I should say my first SUV was a Ford Expedition 2002. But my first car was a Chrysler 300. And my second car was a Chrysler 300 SRT. You know? So could you imagine, and I'm very responsible, a person. So could you imagine some of these damn kids driving around in fucking fast ass shit? Could you imagine that? Causing car accidents left and right. That's the reason why our insurance rates are so freaking I think part of the reason our insurance is so high is because we have so many depreciated performance cars at this point. There's a lot of performance depreciated cars on the market. And, you know, Dodge isn't the only one to blame, but the issue is, it's like this stuff, they're creating a situation where you've got all these fucking fast-ass cars under $50,000. So now the insurance people are like, hey, wait a minute, these cars are in danger of a car wreck. SF90. I remember when these first came out, people were scrambling, Ferrari buyers were scrambling trying to get this car. But they were charging ridiculous high sticker prices for these cars. And then the market for the SF90 crashed. So a lot of people lost a lot of money on SF90s. It's like, but I understand. It's like they wanted to have it and they wanted to have it first. But once that market crashed, when that bottom falls out from under you, hurts. It hurts a lot. It's an interesting color. I don't hate it. I don't like the color, but I don't hate it either. Very interesting color. It's like tungsten or something. Very interesting color. Yeah. But they got a Chinese U9 by Yang Wang. And the shit does 308 miles per hour. You can beat anybody here because their cars are nowhere near that fast. That is remarkable. Why is my watch playing music and shit? You're not supposed to be doing that. I gotta turn this shit off. gotta turn my watch off. Hold on. Interesting. If you have an Apple Watch, you can actually load playlists onto your Apple Watch, and it'll start playing and shit. But I didn't tell it to start playing. I don't know why the hell it started playing. I think Siri must have misheard me or something. But yeah, your Apple Watch, you can load music directly to the watch. So if you have the watch and you have some earpods and they're water resistant, you can literally swim with just the watch on, and you can listen to music while you're swimming. Nice. That's a pretty cool thing to be able to do. You know, the Apple Watch has like 32 gigs of RAM, so you can actually transfer playlists over to it. So yeah, this is about it. I think things are probably going to start winding down. It is 10:37. They usually start really leaving at about 11. So I'm probably going to go in there. I might get me some Starbucks in there. See what kind of, because I had the pumpkin latte last week. So I might go in there and get me some Starbucks. Oh yeah, somebody parked a Supra here. Go run in there and get some Starbucks. Run in there and get some Starbucks. I don't think I need any more coffee. I had enough coffee this morning. Maybe I get one of their refresher drinks. So yeah, that's you know, I hope you appreciate the iPhone quality. I know this is gonna look good when I put it on my when I upload it. It'll look good. It should look good. Should look really good. Uh-oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Yeah, I'm watching you. You're watching me, I'm watching you. You're watching me, I'm watching you. I have both my eyes on you, officers. Got my eye on you, officer. Don't try nothing funny. Hey there. Protecting the public, serving the public trust, protecting the innocent, upholding the law. This is Street Racing Prevention Unit. In the criminal justice system, street racing offenses are considered extremely heinous. Alright, so Apple's gonna open up a little bit. We got about 20 minutes till Apple gets ready to open up. Be out of here soon. It's a turbo Porsche. Yeah, I'm gonna run in here in a second, get me some Starbucks, try one of those refresher drinks, see what's new, see if there's any new flavors in there. I think I know I've said it before, but I know there's some people who are new watching this videos on my channel. Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, and probably Audi. The German performance cars, they are going to literally take over where Dodge left, because yeah, at this point, you know, American cars, I mean, you know, right now, Cadillac is kind of the only American car company building the product that people actually want. Dodge is no longer building the product that people want. The Demon, and I'm really surprised, the Demon 170 was a complete flop. When it came out, it was getting its ass whipped by Tesla Model S's. It was hard to launch, and then they started realizing there was problems with the engine. They had used like a bad sump for the oil. It was getting oil starved. The Demon 170 was a flop. No matter how you slice it, it was a flop. Anybody who ran out there and tried to buy one of those things, they lost a lot of money because it didn't appreciate. The original Demon was a good idea. The original Demon was limited in number, and it was well made. It was a good product. But that Demon 170, I was always on the fence about that thing. And then when it came out, it flopped. The Demon 170 flopped. They screwed up the Hellcats. They screwed up the Scat Packs by trying to be greedy, by putting markups on everything. It's like they killed the company. Carlos Tavares should be in prison. Like nothing less than prison. How do you have CEOs and these guys come along and they fuck everything up, and then they get a golden parachute, they get a lot of money to fuck things up, and then they just leave? Like, that's crazy. Right now, Carlos Tavares should be in prison for what he did. Like, he destroyed an American company, and he got a bonus to do it. Like, that's incredible. And I'm not a Dodge fan, believe me. I like Chrysler, but I'm not a Dodge fan. I bought one Dodge, and that was a Dodge Charger Hellcat. I am not a Dodge fan. But I have to say, for what he did, that dude should be in prison. They should lock his ass up. If the Justice Department comes to me and they say, listen, you know what, we're going to give you cuffs, a gun, and a badge, and we want you to go lock Carlos Tavares up, I would kick his door down so hard, his door would fly off the hinges. I would go there and lock him up, that turkey. It's too close to Thanksgiving to be a turkey. What he did should have been illegal. He should be locked up. I would love to. I should have been a cop. No, in fact, I don't want to be a cop. I want to be whatever unit it is that goes around and just locks people up. That's what I would love to do. I would go get Carlos Tavares' ass. I would get his ass. I should join DHS, because DHS, you get to wear masks and you can work with impunity. Carlos Tavares, man, that dude has me to fear. What the hell did they do to this Urus? I wish Alvin was here. I want to see his orange Aventador again. That was a nice car. That must be like a Mansory kid or something. All right. I'm gonna run in there and get me some Starbucks in a minute. Yep. 2 terabyte. Oh. It looks like a Google Pixel. Okay, I've just about had enough. We've got about 10 minutes until the Apple store opens up. I'm gonna go in there and trade in my Apple phone. And go get me some Christmas cake from Starbucks, because I'm pretty sure they have Christmas cakes in there. No, I rail hard on the Christmas cakes, but deep down inside, I think a lot of people want Christmas cake. Deep down inside, I'm pretty sure, because Christmas cake, because if you have leftover cake, it's good for Christmas to eat. It's like they have some very good cake. In fact, I'm getting ready to go to Vietnam, Cambodia. They've got, I heard that they have a Christmas cake factory, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. I'm watching y'all. Just keep protecting the public trust and upholding the law. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's a Corvette here. You know what's funny? Even if you had the ZL1X, nobody really cares. It's like it's just a Corvette. It's a nice car, but I would have taken it a different direction. It is nice that we do have something like this on the American market. Man, that was a loud Porsche. Damn. Uh-oh, the Aventador is leaving. Oh, man, I should be over there with the Aventador. Aventador is leaving. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's it. That's that SV. I love that SV engine. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is the SV. I love that. That is so cool. All right, let's go in here and get some Starbucks. Let's get some Starbucks. What is it? Pumpkin. This is what I got. I got a mango lemonade dragon fruit, something or other. I think this is the first time I've had this. And on my way to the Apple store. Everybody else is basically getting out of here now, because it's about 11 o'clock almost. Still about 3 minutes, so it'll only take me about 5 minutes to get there. Should be first online. G-Wagon. Man, I swear to God, man, this Macy's has the biggest goddamn parking lot I've ever seen for Macy's. It's like it used to be a whole mall, but now it's got the whole place to itself. Incredible. And GTR, he put that thing all the way over here. Nobody can even see it. I don't even blame him. Got some long ass lights. I see the Urus is leaving too, so I guess I'll be behind him. This berry drink is pretty damn good. This is a nice picture. Yeah, this is a good picture right there. Got them both together. Oh, in fact, I guess he's probably moving together so that he can take a picture. Oh shit! I didn't even. Oh, that's not the cops. That's just a regular Ford Explorer. I thought that was the cops right there. Yeah, I'll probably skip next week because it's like the same people every single week. So. Okay, Apple should be open now. I'm gonna go in there and trade in this old Apple phone. Now that I got my new Apple phone. Such a nice day. I think this winter, I think it's going to be pretty cold this winter. We had an abnormally cold spring this year here in New York. We had an abnormally cold spring. We had an abnormally hot June. There were some days that we had like record-breaking heat in June. And then it seemed to have gotten colder quicker than normal. Yeah, see, these chicks, these women love these Teslas because they got the white interior and you look fabulous in the Tesla. It's like, even though the Tesla, you got that racist, anti-Semite Afrikaner Elon Musk running it, who's trying to pump the stock by buying his own shares with $1 billion. Bottom line is, that doesn't take away from the fact that the car is still pretty nice as a quintessential electric vehicle. If you're trying to buy an EV and you just want to go under the radar, you don't want nobody to see you and this, that, and other, that's the car you buy because nobody's even going to notice you. But it's a decent car. I'm just glad the new models have gotten so much more equipment. I'm really glad the new models are so much better. Yeah, that's just a nice day. Such a nice day. What's so amazing? People, you don't need a 2 terabyte iPhone. You don't need it. I'm like, do you realize that just about every single video that I make is longer than the average Hollywood feature film at this point? Like, the average Hollywood movie now is like 2 hours long. It's like I'm able to make videos on a regular basis that are 2 and 3 and 4 hours long. That's just crazy. And when I go on vacation to Vietnam, I'll probably do about 3-4 hours worth of Vietnam, and I'll be able to do another 2 or 3 hours worth of Cambodia, and I won't even be in danger of running out of storage space. And then when I'm on the plane, I'll be finalizing the video, because when you're on the plane, you can't use your phone, obviously, for the most part. So I'll be on the plane watching movies, and my phone will be finalizing the video, and as soon as I land and get home, I'll upload the video to my YouTube, and, hey, easy money. It's like, oh, you don't need a 2 terabyte iPhone. No, you know what I don't need? I don't need stupid people criticizing what I do. That's what I do. What's this? That's that new Hyundai. Very odd looking, but we have like so many choices for cars. The problem is 95% of them are boring. and the top 3% you can't possibly afford, Apple Store. Got the Apple Store right there. Apple phone, Apple Store. So good. I get here nice and early. People are already here. Holy shit. Man, they already here too. Damn. But it's okay, because I think most of the craziness was yesterday and Friday. But now, now it's probably settling down a little bit. Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol. Ooh, look at this. This guy's got silver lyric. Christmas Carol. No, I want the Christmas Carol. I will never stick those ugly ass clean pass stickers on my fucking car. I'll just drive in the what is it called? The what is that thing called? The HOV lane, and I'll take my chances, but I'm not putting those fucking stickers on my car. No way in hell. Why are you backing up? Not putting those stupid ass stickers on my car. Man, this place got crowded quick. See, Apple Store, what they need is they need a store the size of that Macy's. So this way, if they had a store the size of that Macy's, it's like they got a parking lot. They got a parking lot like crazy. I'll park right here. Yeah, nobody can park next to me on that side. And I get extra space next to this machine. The Apple. Going to the Apple Store. Apple Store. Love the Apple Store. Apple. Somebody have people making angry comments. Your phone sucks. Your phone is stupid. Your phone is boring. Samsung parts are in your Apple phone. I'm like, are you kidding? Really? Are you guys that petty? Making all these stupid ass comments. It's like, I don't give a fuck what's in it. First of all, if you really want to be, how should I say, accurate, because this is nature and all the materials are recycled, like parts of everything are in everything else. It's like I mean, come on, really? You people are stupid, but it's funny. I have to say, you may be stupid, but you're funny though. You know, I can appreciate stupid people who are funny. I can appreciate that. Yeah, your Apple phone has Samsung camera parts. I'm like, what are you fucking dumb? Like, shut the fuck. Like, these people are stupid. Your Apple phone has the Samsung camera from like 6 years ago. I'm like, what? What? Huh? Really? Who cares? Who cares? I'm going to the Apple Store. Oh, I should have parked there. Goddamn fucking Honda took the... Well, that's all right. It doesn't really matter. Your phone has Samsung computer chips. It's like, I don't care. Like I don't even know why that's like an argument. Like why? Like, who cares? All right, let's get the Apple. So, more energy on a Sunday. So this is 2 days after the phone release, and everybody's still here ready to pick up their phone. What Apple really needs, they should make bigger stores, because if their store was the size of Macy's, like what they should do is they should go to like the old Toys R Us locations and buy them up, because Toys R Us locations were usually the size of warehouses. And if they did that, they'd have like much, much larger stores. And the larger stores, you'd be able to accommodate more everything. Not only that, you could probably put even better security there, where people wouldn't be able to like crash through the fucking front of the window and drive trucks in and then throw shit into the truck and leave, you know? Because, the mere fact that people are crazy enough to do stuff like that, you have to wonder, like, what is society coming to, you know? Everybody's getting a Apple phone. Grandma, grandpa getting a Apple phone. Like, you know what's funny? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen a Samsung store that looked this crowded. I've never actually seen a Samsung store that had a release day where it was like anything even remotely like this. I've never seen that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've just never seen it. And I've never seen it year over year either. Interesting. Very interesting. This is my 17 Deep Purple. And as you can see, I kept it in excellent condition. He's going to get something to clean it off and everything for the assessment. But it's in perfect condition for the most part. So this is my 17 Pro Max Deep Purple iPhone 14. And this is the one I'm trading in. I kept it in excellent condition, as you can see. And it's going back. See, and that's part of the reason why, I wouldn't want to give this phone over not only do I want to get the money from it, but on top of that, this phone doesn't even have the camera button. They've changed so much. You don't USB-C, the camera button, the faster processors, the new cameras. It doesn't make sense to give this to them because they'll just want a new phone a couple of years from now or a year from now. So it makes more sense for me to just get them an iPhone 17. Maybe I'll get them the Air. So I'm just here deleting my phone. They already did the trade-in, and I got the full $400 credit for it. So all I got to do now is just delete the phone. But the problem is I got to wait for the computer to delete it because I think I have to change my password a little bit later. So no big deal. But this table, I guess, is for people who are busy deleting their phones and trading them in, or the old ones anyway. So everything is just fine, and they accepted it already, so I already got the credit. I just have to delete mine, and that's what it's doing right now. So just good, just good. I'm all done. I see these AirPod Maxes. We have white, but it looks like they come in white, they come in that peach color, and then they come in like that purplish color, and then they have this blue one, and then it looks like they have black. But in any event, I got what I had to get done, so I'm out of here. So much energy. I wonder, when does the Samsung store ever get this kind of energy? I don't think they do. So much energy. What's going on at the Samsung store? They got any new releases? Probably not. Got Becky. All right, thanks. It's nice to see you, Becky. Oh, look at this kid. All right. Oh, you're the owner of that. Lyric. How you like your Lyric? I got the same Lyric right over there. In fact, I'm going to it right now. I got the same color. But yeah, love the car.
I got 40,000 miles.
40,000? I just hit 21. I'm almost at 22. So I got white seats. Grade 2, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you like it. All right. Yeah. Oh, well, look right here. We got all the Escalade right here. Look at this. A lot of Cadillacs in here. Escalade. There we go. Oh, she got the TVs, too. She got the rear TVs in the rear. Hell yeah, bro. Get a 9,000-pound motherfucking electric truck. That's what I'm talking about. That is a goddamn truck right there. I would love to get an Escalade, but I think I'm just going to keep my Lyric and maybe just wait, see what else comes out. Who knows? Got all these white Teslas, white on both. We got the white on white. We got the black and white. Tesla's the black. Right there, you got the black one. Then you got white on white. This is very luxurious. Really, pretty freaking cool. Another one. You see, these Model Ys, man, these goddamn things are everywhere. Things that are like roaches. Teslas are breeding like roaches around here. Got another one right there. Like roaches. Okay, so I'm very, very happy. I got everything I needed to get accomplished. See, they be doing these video reviews of the iPhone cameras. The problem is, these products are perfect. It's like no matter what they do, the camera is never going to get to be, it's never going to be, first of all, they always have to find something to complain about. So if you have to find something to complain about, then that means that the base issues that you have with it are never going to go away. But for the most part, I think they've really reached a point where it's, at this point, it's diminishing returns. So, it is what it is. But yeah, boy, I was sitting in front of a guy, and this guy just came back from the Bahamas. He couldn't get the phone I wanted. He wanted exactly what I have. Because my phone is recognizable. It's not orange, but it is recognizable. Turns out, all of those people talking smoke about iPhone, well, guess what? The 17 Pro Max sold out. The 17 Pro Maxes have sold out. And it's very difficult right now to get one unless you order it from a very different location. It's really interesting. So the Pro Maxes are sold out. And he was looking at my phone. He asked me if I'd take my case off because he wanted to see it. So I took it off. I didn't mind. I'm a very friendly person. And I let him see it. And he was like, yeah, he was in the Bahamas and he couldn't order it because he was having a problem ordering it. So he tried calling and he still couldn't order it. So he ended up getting an iPhone Air. And he said that what he was going to do is he was going to wait, until they got the Pro Maxes back in stock. And then he was going to order one then. But it was funny because he was coming from a 16 Pro Max. And I was like, bro, if you already have a 16 Pro Max, what you really could do is just wait, because the 16 Pro Max and the 17 aren't radically different. It's just that the 17 has a way better battery and it has, a couple of new things like more RAM, Apple Intelligence, and so forth and so on. But it's really fucked up. It's like when you try to pre-order something, but you can't. That's why as soon as that pre-order opened up, I was on it. I was like, nah, I gotta get my Apple phone! They yelling and shit. Look at it. Okay, so this is Lucid. Do they have the, they don't have the Sapphire. I see no Sapphire there. They don't have the Sapphire, but they do have the Gravity. Yeah. I don't know how long that company is going to exist. What they really, really need to do is they need themselves a Tesla Model Y and a Tesla Model 3 competitor at a $50,000 price range. It should be like $50,000 to start and then goes up from there. Because the problem is Tesla's got these guys beat. There's no way you can compete with Tesla when it comes to price. You just can't. There's no way. There's no way you can compete with Tesla. No way. Yeah, this is a really expensive Japanese toku. They got sushi and stuff. Got the Aston Martin. Is that the... Oh, that's the DB... Wait, whoa. Was that a DBS? Is that a DBS right there? That is a DBS. Holy shit. That's the James Bond car. Except it's not a Casino Royale edition. Holy shit. This guy's got the DBS. That is an Aston Martin DBS. Holy crap. That's the James Bond car from Casino Royale. Wow. That is cool. That's the only Aston Martin I'd ever buy. They got the what is it? The truck? The Aston Martin truck right there. Jesus Christ. Got the DBS. I like the DBS. But there's an Aston Martin dealership like right up the block. It's like they got Aston Martin, they got McLaren. Yeah. Wow, that's a DBS. I went to a dealership. It was a Maserati dealership in Manhattan. And I had seriously considered buying the Aston Martin Rapid because they had one that was actually used and the price had dropped. It was like $100,000. And I am so glad I didn't buy the fucking car. I got in that thing and I was just completely unimpressed. Like, they look cool on the outside, but the inside of those cars is... I'll be perfectly honest, it was exactly like a Jaguar XJL, basically. It was exactly like that, except it had a lower roof. And I was like, wait a minute, this looks exactly like the Jaguar that we have. Because if you remember, we had a Jaguar XJL 2012 Portfolio. But I'm so glad I didn't buy that car. I am so glad I didn't buy that car. That shit would have been a fucking maintenance nightmare. Because when those things break, man, they break. Look at this guy. This guy got the Maserati. That guy is... He's old, but he's got the big wallet. He's got the big wallet, Mr. Maserati. I'm amazed actually that people actually still buy Maserati. It's like their product is so fucking boring. It's like, yeah, it looks different, sounds different, but the problem is the product's just boring. Yeah, see, around, oh, we got another, what is this? Nope. Another one of these Model Ys. These damn things are everywhere. No Bugattis, though. Where's the real rich people? I'm looking for the really rich people. Where the Bugattis at? Where's the Yang Wang U9s at? That do 300 miles an hour. Where's those? All right, I'm ready to get out of here. I've done enough for today. Accomplished enough. So when I get home, I can post up this video. And let's see. come out right here. Oh, they read it. Seems they changed the way you come out of here. Very, very impressive. I got a lot done. So, yeah, because it again, you know, what I'll do is what I'll do is when they want a new phone, I'll get them the Air or, oh, look, another Escalade IQ, man. These Escalade, look at that. Wow, that's pretty. That is a pretty, pretty pastel gray. Whatever they call it, battleship gray or whatever. That's nice. Electric Escalades, man. That shit is crazy. That is crazy, man. People gonna go. This is the reason why I keep saying you gotta buy these credit card stocks. Because when you get these credit card stocks, these Americans are gonna go so far into debt, it's not even funny. By the time Trump leaves office, I guarantee the national debt gonna be about $40 trillion. These people are about to go so far, they're gonna go so deep into debt, it ain't even funny. They going deep into debt. So you buy these credit card stocks like me, you get these dividends. So while they're busy financing stupid shit like Gucci, Femi, and Prada and all that nonsense, you'll be sitting back like me with the dividends coming in every single month. It's like these people are gonna go so far into debt, it's not even funny. I mean, they're gonna drown in debt. They're gonna drown in it. Then no hope whatsoever. They're gonna drown in debt. I mean, they're gonna drown in that shit. Buying stupid shit. Just stupid nonsense. They're gonna drown in debt. But you buy those dividend-paying stocks, that's not an SRT. That's a fake. It's a fake! So anyway, you buy those dividend-paying stocks, and you'll be on top of them. So while they're up to their eyeballs in debt and drowning, it's like you'll be, oh, I'm sorry to hear that you got your car repossessed. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, hold on just 1 second. I got a notification on my phone. Dividend deposit. That's what I'm talking about. These people drown. Look at this guy. This guy got the red G-Wagon. Look at this red G-Wagon. Look at it. These people got to drown in debt. Look at this. Yeah, that's the Aston Martin dealer. What they got in there. Most of their cars are boring. And McLaren, too. You know, McLaren needs to remake the F1 where you sit in the middle seat. Like, I like that. Other than that, it's like those things they look like candy toy cars. It's like candy colored toy cars. It's like they're a little boring, really. I mean, I would never buy a McLaren over a Lamborghini. No way. Because Lamborghinis are just cool looking. You know, I would never buy a Ferrari over a Lamborghini. I'd buy a Lamborghini, but I would never buy a Ferrari, and I'd never buy a McLaren or an Aston Martin. And I'm not a BMW person either. An Audi, like there's an Audi right there. Those things are so boring to me. Like, I don't care what kind of engine they got. They're just so boring. They say, oh, yes, well, we have understated luxury. And I'm like, nah, this shit looks boring. Like, I know you're trying to sell something that doesn't easily sell itself in some cases. But nah, it kind of looks boring. And there's Rivian right there. Rivian is trying to get their affordable SUVs going. So they're trying to get like under $60,000, like 50 to 60, because they know that they need that to survive. Rivian and Lucid, otherwise they're going to end up like Fisker. But as you can see, like people are, nobody wants electric cars. Nobody wants electric cars. That's bullshit. And soon you won't have a choice either way. Because if, the government is going to tax you out of your gas car, they are going to put up crazy registration fees, and they're going to tax you out of your gas car. And the bottom line is, like soon you won't have a choice. They have literally basically, see, just because Trump is in there, I think it's so funny. Everybody's, oh yeah, Trump canceled the emissions. Trump is saving the industry. No, he fucking didn't. You see, the problem, a lot of people think Trump is a businessman. That's not true at all. Trump is not a businessman. He's an extortionist. And I could easily prove that just by taking a look at what he does. It's like, for instance, firing Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and all that. I think it was Kimmel who was the one who made the joke about him and basically showed that Trump didn't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. It's like, hey, Mr. Trump, what do you feel about Charlie Kirk? And he's like, yeah, well, we just installed a new golf course. And he just, that was the joke he played. And that's what he got him fired. But see, what you got to remember is you have to go through the FCC in order to make sure that the FCC is not, as long as they don't have a problem with you, you can get the business deals you want done. See, the thing that people need to understand, all of these big corporations, they are not media companies, they're corporations. They deal in money and they deal in business. So the problem is they don't want any smoke with the FCC at all. So here you got somebody like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or whoever the fuck it was, because they got to say all these Jimmys popping up. But anyway, you got somebody who tells a joke about Trump. He wants to get rid of him. So what does he do? He's like, oh yeah, well guess what? If you don't fire him, you're not going to get X, Y, and Z. Or what we'll do is we'll screw with you and you still got to come through us because we're the federal government. He's an extortionist. Everything he always did was extortion. You got to remember, I'm a New Yorker. I've known Trump longer than America's known him in general, like the rest of y'all, you know? The guy's an extortionist. What he does is he bullies and extorts and bribes and blackmails, and if you don't do what he says, he's extorting you. Like, whenever from now on, that's my new thing. Anytime I hear somebody say, yeah, Trump's a businessman doing business deals, no. He's an extortionist extorting people. That's what he's doing. See, the problem the problem is these morons in the left-wing media, they don't know how to run a narrative well enough. Like, they don't know how to keep repeating shit. Because Trump, I'll give him, he understands it. He understands exactly how to brand things. He understands how to repeat things. But these morons in the left-wing media, they don't understand that, and they don't understand that that's part of good communication. Trump understands that, but they don't. So the bottom line is, this guy is a fucking extortionist, not a businessman, and he extorts people, and he gets what he wants out of you by extortion. That's what he does. So when you understand that, then you understand it's like these electric car companies, right? Tax credit's about to end. So a lot of people are rushing out and buying their electric cars, right? Well, Trump had a fallout with Elon Musk. Had Trump and Elon Musk not had that fallout, chances are he wouldn't have gotten rid of the tax credits. Or chances are he would have still gotten rid of them, and the same thing would have happened that did happen. Like, they would have just split up and gone their different ways. But the bottom line is, the dude's an extortionist. And getting rid of the tax credit, he needs to do that simply because that big, beautiful bill is bullshit and it doesn't pay for itself. Not only that, while he's running that nonsense, these tariffs are pretty much being ruled illegal. And chances are, like, he was claiming that he was going to send us returns. The American people were supposed to get some type of stimulus check based on those tariffs. That shit, if it does happen, it'll happen, but chances are it probably won't. And we don't even know what's going to happen because they're literally ruling that the tariffs are unconstitutional and illegal. So I don't even know what these people, I don't let it bother me. The bottom line is, Americans are drowning in debt. And while they're drowning in debt buying bullshit and stupid nonsense like Gucci, Prada, Femi, and all that nonsense, I am going to be collecting dividend checks from Visa, MasterCard, Goldman Sachs, and American Express, and Discover. That's a nice Escalade. That's a new one. Holy shit. Look at that guy. All these Escalades. You could count the Escalades. But yeah, you know, that's how it is, man. You got to plan ahead. I've been saying that for years. Like, it makes me feel so good when people are on my channel and they're like, yeah, thanks for that stock investment. I bought that stock you were talking about and I'm up like a lot or whatever. And And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you listened to my oil stock advice. Yes, I'm glad. But the reality is, it's like a lot of people, man, they're going to be hurt. It's like if you don't have, and I will say this, they're like people who are worried about whether or not there's going to be a housing crash. Here's the problem. The people like me who've gotten these 3% fixed rate mortgages, we're not going nowhere because I ain't got nowhere to go where I wouldn't have to pay way more to go somewhere else. So the answer is I'm keeping my property and most of them are keeping theirs. But here's the problem though. A lot of these people who are in these fixed rate mortgages, the value of their house has risen. And because the value of their house has gone up, their insurance has gone up, their tax, that was the Navigator, that's kind of nice, but the Escalade's better. So anyway, their insurance have gone up, their taxes have gone up, and the cost of living has gone up. So a lot of these people, even though they may have that 3% fixed mortgage for 30 years, a lot of people may be in danger of losing their house because they can't afford anything else. It's just like when you buy a car. The price of the car itself may be fixed, but the price of the insurance and the price of the upkeep and maintenance and gas, the price of those things are adjustable. Those shits are variable fucking loads in some cases, especially like say you have to buy a maintenance plan and you have to finance it. All of that stuff can go up, and you, like for instance, this car right here, I think if I had bought the extended warranty on this car as soon as I got the car, I think it might have been probably like $3,000 or something like that. The problem now becomes that if I decide to keep this car, I'm going to want to have that extended warranty on it, even though it's really been problem free. Like the extended warranty is some shit that you absolutely have to have on one of these gas cars. But this car has pretty much been problem free. My thing is, if I do decide to keep it until something else comes out, I would get the extended warranty on it. The price of the extended warranty or the financing for it has probably gone up, or the cost of the money to finance it has gone up. So the reality is, as time goes on and the dollar is worth less and less, now you have to spend more dollars in order to buy the exact same thing that you would have gotten before for less. That's inflation. So all I'm saying is that these people are drowning in debt. We're going to be at $40 trillion in debt soon. They don't even talk about the national debt anymore because they don't want to bum you out. But orange Lambo. Look at that. Orange Lambo. Got the Lambo. He's up there in the kitchen. He's getting his food. So anyway, all I'm saying is that while y'all are buying stupid nonsense, I'm going to be cashing out dividend paying stock. It's just that simple. And then I'm going to take that dividend stock and I'm going to buy more dividend stock. You know, before you know it, who knows? I might be the Black Warren Buffett. Cybertruck. Yep. That's right. Dividend paying stock, boys. And by the way, let's say for example, let's say that I was pro crypto, which I'm not. Let's say that you were planning to buy cryptocurrency. If I were you, wait till crypto winter, and when that shit crashes and they lose just about all they value out of it, that's when you buy it. But keep in mind, if you do that, you have to be willing to understand that there's a possibility it might not come back. Because, you know, the government's trying to unwind the national debt into cryptocurrency. And we've been accused of that by Russia itself. So, you know, Vladimir Putin, you know, he may be a killer and all that. But the bottom line is, you know, I've yet to catch him in a lie. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't lie. I mean, if you're KGB, you're trained to lie. But I've yet to catch him in one. And the mere fact that he accused us of that shit, the mere fact that I could see us doing it, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's what you got to do. Dividend paying stock. That's the name of the game. You put that money in them dividend paying stocks, oh my goodness. That'll blow away your tax deferred annuity. Like, you'll actually make more money in the stock market than a tax-deferred annuity. If I cashed out right now, I could promise you that it'd be more than what I got in my TDA. And some of you don't have TDA. Some of you have like Roth IRAs or IRAs or the other plans. But now let me tell you something. The stock market is something else. Look, Escalades. Got the black Escalades. These people got these Escalades, man. Cadillac they must be sitting back printing money. But yeah, that's what you got to do. Dividend paying stock, man. Dividend paying stock. Because see, it's not about making fast money. It's about making slow money over a long period of time. It's like the tortoise versus the hare. Tortoise versus the hare. The tortoise had no chance against that fucking hare. Had no chance. But he still won. How did he win? Because the goddamn rabbit went to sleep. He went to sleep. He was in a crypto winter. He went to sleep. Tortoise said, yeah, well, I'm going to just keep on moving, just keep on moving. Next thing you know, the tortoise won. Why would you even put a tortoise versus a hare? That doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you even put the tortoise in a race with the hare? Tortoise beat that motherfucking rabbit. They had the rabbit stew because he beat that rabbit so bad. That's what I'm saying. You can't do it fast. See, these people have no patience. That's what it comes down to. If you don't have any patience, then this game ain't for you. It's just that simple. It's just not for you. You need patience. You want a Range Rover? You need patience. You want a Range Rover? That's what the girls in the hood say. Oh, I want a Range Rover. The R is replaced with a W. I want a Range Rover. I never wanted a Range Rover because those things are horrible reliability. Shit cars. No, thank you. Horrible reliability. I want to look good driving your Range Rover. No, thank you. I can pretty much go around this because there's no point in me even going through all this freaking traffic. I'll just go straight to the highway. So yeah, all of this footage that you're seeing, 120 frame per second, 4K, on iPhone, the Apple phone 17. So by the time they update these phones properly, I would think that I'll be buying an iPhone 20. I get the iPhone 20 in a couple of years, and they'll probably have 8K or something else, maybe even 16K, who knows. But, YouTube probably won't support it because, by then, they'll probably still just be doing 4K. 4K video is basically the best compromise. Look at that. Escalade. They're getting that roof rack, too. Do these people really need the roof rack, or are they just buying it? Then again, it should come with the roof rack for what you're paying for that fucking thing. That thing's like $130,000. For what you're paying for that, yeah, it should come with the roof rack, and if you don't need it, you just take it off. It's a bus. Escalade. Man, I'm so proud to be a Cadillac owner. I'm proud to be a Cadillac owner in a way that Dodge and Chrysler never could have made me. It's hard to be proud to be a Hellcat owner if somebody's trying to steal your car. It's kind of hard. Oh, they got the Charger. They got a Challenger up there. Carvana got that Challenger up there. That's interesting. They should be selling Demons and Hellcats. In fact, that's probably not a bad idea, because if you kept them in those Carvana vending machines, the thieves wouldn't be able to steal them. Or at least they wouldn't be able to steal them off the vending machine. Gotta say, these electric cars make it so easy to pass people. Oh, that's pretty cool. On the screen, it says 4 out of 4 EV Connect. So that means that it not only shows me how many chargers there are, but it looks like it shows you how many of them either work or how many of them are occupied. And then I see another charger and it says 2 out of 2. So there's one over there for 2 out of 2, and then there was one 4 out of 4. That's pretty cool. All these things can talk to each other. I never really noticed that before, but that's pretty, yeah, I see another one too. 2 out of 2 Sprocket Power. I've never been to that one, and I never will. Because once January comes, I'll be charging at home. If you wait till after 8 o'clock, you have off-peak pricing. So it's cheapest to charge this car after 8 o'clock. I think it's like 9 cents per kilowatt hour. Comes out to like $10 or something. See, if you're in the left lane, you shouldn't be in the left lane driving slow. If I was a cop, I'd be giving out crazy amounts of tickets for people in the left lane driving slow. If I was a cop and you're in the left lane and you're speeding, I wouldn't bother you. But if you're driving slow, oh, I got your ass. They're about to cancel the Nissan Ariya. They have a new Nissan Leaf coming out, and they're about to get rid of the Ariya. Nissan's in trouble. But I have to say, some of their new cars are actually very nice. I just don't want any of them. Who you blowing at? You stay in your lane and shut your mouth. What's this? Please tell me it's a Hellcat, not one of those boring ass, oh God, it's a boring ass Scat Pack. God damn it, where are all the Hellcats at? Well, we're reaching fall, almost in fall. What is it, the 23rd? Summer ends very soon, and we'll be in the autumnal equinox. We're almost there. Yep, here we are. Sunrise Highway. Might go stop by Cadillac. I might say hi to my sales guy. See how he's doing. It's a nice quiet Sunday, you know. Grandpa and Grandma in the court over here. Grandpa. Gas is $3.99 for diesel right there. Let's see if there's any other gas stations. So basically, diesel is slightly under $4. But see, that's the thing. As we've sold more and more electric cars, the demand for gas is going down. So as the demand continues to go down, gas prices should, continue to drop. Oh, shit. They got rid of this Dunkin' Donuts? I guess they're just renovating it, yeah. But yeah, gas prices are ultimately going to go down simply because more and more electric cars have been sold. And more and more people are ditching gas. Now, I know gas is never going to disappear for, no time soon. Because we still need diesel for trucks and trains and machines. And we also still need it for home heating oil. Or at least we need home heating oil. So, those fossil fuels are still going to be around for a while. I would say it'll probably take another 50 years before you really see a major significant change. Because, now they've got the renewed talks of nuclear power, and now they're coming at the Chinese. Apparently they have nuclear power that you can actually run entire towns with, and you don't need gigantic footprints for a nuclear reactor and everything. And they're trying to figure out ways to make nuclear power more sustainable. If there's anybody I trust to do this, it's the Chinese, because America is corrupt as fuck. Diesel is $4.09 right there at the Speedway. Unleaded is, the regular unleaded is $3.09. But yeah, America is extremely corrupt. We have big oil interests that, the Chinese government, PRC, drowns out all the bullshit. And they said, listen, we want this done, and it's going to get done, and you ain't got no fucking choice but to do it. Just do it! But America is like, everybody's corrupt. There's money in everybody's pockets. You got big oil money. And, it's just so corrupt. It's like you can't get anything done. I guess that's about it for today. So, enjoy your Sunday. So as you can see right here, just a little change of pace. I'll end the video with this. Lincoln Navigator Black Label right here. Got the multi-way power seats. It's pretty much fully loaded. That's the only way you should buy a car. You shouldn't buy... See, I really hate the industry. Like, they should load up everything. Everything needs to be fully loaded. If it's not fully loaded, you can count me out. All right, so we got the heads-up display. You should be able to see that. If you can't see that, I'll wait till I come to a stop. You should be able to see the heads-up display right there. Because, basically all of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm letting you see just how powerful the iPhone 17 Pro Max 2 terabyte camera is. You have to say it with the respect it deserves. When you pay $2,000 for a phone, it has to be said with the respect it deserves. But in any event, I'm basically showing you just how powerful this camera is and what you can see. Because I know there's some people who probably haven't bought it yet, and they're probably still on the fence, and they're like, yeah, should I buy that? Because I don't know if I should buy that or not, because it's kind of expensive. And I'd be like, no, you should. Oh, shit, it's the cops. Gotta watch out. It's the cops, man. These guys aren't playing. Gotta watch out. In fact, look at that Ford Expedition. I wonder if I know that person. I'd like to catch up to him. Uh-oh, it's the cops. Watch out for the cops. Watch out for the cops. Well, not me. I'm not doing nothing, officer. Just, just driving around. Yeah, just, making full stops for the stop sign, officer. Not doing nothing bad. Everything's good. Just going very, very nice. Everything's doing great. He looked out. He looked over at me, just driving nice and slow. Just driving nice and slow. Nothing, not doing anything, officer. Not doing anything out of the ordinary at all. Okay, get my, just get over into the right lane. Got to turn on the turning signal and everything. And, just driving nice and slow. Nice and slow, because me, I would never be speeding. I mean, speeding is illegal. I would never do that. Not me, officer. Just, enjoying my heated and cooled seats. Do I have a massage button? Yes, I do, officer. I'm going to throw on my massage button right there and change some of the seat settings right there. Back that up just a little bit. But, just enjoying my heated and cooled seats, sir. I'm not doing anything wrong out of the ordinary. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Just driving nice and slow, driving the speed limit, officer. Just driving the speed limit. Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're citizens. We're supposed to be driving the speed limit, doing nothing wrong at all, just driving nice and slow, making nice slow turns, just so other people would be able to, know exactly what I'm doing before I do it. Because, last thing I'd want is somebody, crashing into me. I wouldn't want that. I'm trying to exercise proper pedestrian safety and everything, right, officer? That's right. That's right. Just doing what I got to do. Doing exactly. Oh, look at this guy. He's running across the street and everything. But fortunately, I'm at a full stop at the stoplight, because the last thing I want is to hit a pedestrian, That's right, officer. Not doing anything wrong. Nothing wrong at all. Nothing wrong. Keeping this EcoBoost V6, nice and low. Not doing anything wrong at all. Being good. Being a good citizen, you got to be a very good citizen and drive nice and slow and never speed, never street race, never, none of that, because that would be illegal, So you got the police precinct right there, just keep on obeying the law, just keep obeying the law and everybody's happy. Obey the law, obey the law. Yeah, everybody got to obey the law, That's all. Let me let this Mercedes go. So I can go. Let me just turn down this block with the police precinct. The cruiser is leaving. Oh, I guess I can stop obeying the law now. Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's see what this thing can really do. Nah, I'm joking. I always like this house with this fence. I like that house. What is it? Blakeman, Murray, Donnelly, Ryder, and Ferretti. Who the hell are those people? I don't even know. Black Label Navigator. How about that? Yeah, the new Navigator has that stretch screen, but I really like the Escalade more. I'm sorry, I just do. I'm sorry. Really like that Escalade a lot more. Yeah, the only thing about this truck is this piano key button type shit right here. Park, neutral, drive, reverse. Takes a little getting used to. Especially when I'm used to the 3 on the tree, because every time I try to shift this car, I keep thinking that I'm supposed to reach up and grab the 3 on the tree, and you're not, because that's not where it is. But yeah, this is a nice truck. These are, basically Ford gambled that what they should do is go with V6 engines with turbochargers instead of just continuing to make the V8. And this is the reason why I keep saying, it's like all of these cars are eventually going to be gutless. They're going to be boring. Like, you'll have nice interiors. That seems to be not the problem, because even the cheap cars that are coming out now have nice interiors. The ultimate issue is that these cars are going to be boring to drive. They're going to be they're going to sound like shit. They're going to be boring. And basically all you'll really get is a nice interior, So yeah, it's nice enough. So yeah, the heads-up display typically would normally give you only your speed, and it would give you the speed limit, and it would probably give you, the turn signals, like if you're turning left or right, which this one does too. But this one also tells you the range of gas remaining, and it's a nice heads-up display, actually, because usually you don't see them with that much stuff. But see, now everybody's trying to make these heads-up displays that are like 4D and 3D heads-up displays and everything. So yeah, and this is the last generation right here. This is not that new one. The new one is nice. I just think I like the Escalade. I'm sorry, that Escalade IQ, it just does something to me. Right, me. That's just me. Steering is light. Light steering is a good thing. Yeah, that's that. So I don't know about. Yeah, well, it's amazing. Even a car like that old S-Class, it's amazing that right now the technology has advanced to the point where even the cars that are like 2 generations ago are still really good, you know, and they're really cool. The only downside is, you know, how much does it cost to, you know, maintain this stuff? We got Becky over here on the phone. Yeah, Becky, pay attention to your surroundings. I don't want you to end up like Irina Zarutska. Gotta pay attention to your surroundings, Becky. Get off that goddamn phone. Get yourself the headphones or something. Get the Apple phone headphones. Get the Apple AirPod Maxes. The Maxes. Yeah, it's nice. Having a good time. Yeah. Whee! Oh, that's that Buick. A little Buick. I like that. Yeah, so I guess that's about it for today. Make another video, maybe end of the week. I don't know if I'll go back to the car show on Sunday, but yeah, that's about that. So hopefully within this video, you're able to get a good idea of the Apple phone and how well it, you know, zooms and all that stuff. Because I gotta say, that 14 was a good phone. The problem that I did have was it had trouble locking the focus. The focus lock wasn't that great on it because of that LiDAR system that they put in. And it was like the LiDAR was very touchy. It was like it always decided that it almost like tried to overexpose, you know, and I had issues with the focus. This phone, I don't seem to have any issues with the focus, and I'm in 120 frame per second mode. So yeah, I don't seem to be having problems with the focus. So yeah, that's me right there. Yep, signing out. Getting ready to sign out right there. Yep, right there. All right. See you next week.
To be continued.